Welcome to the NoobTube YouTube channel for day 280. This was the 6th of June 2023, a Tuesday. So I did exercise, I did Remote Wellness Academy, I did books, and I did insurance, as well as I also knocked out a lot of checklist items and a lot of other administrative tasks that I've had. So as part of my Remote Wellness Academy training, they had said something that they had discussed about, the instructor there had said that you should publish something every day. And I had already been doing this video content every day, and this is day 280. So what Coach Yassine from the Remote Wellness Academy suggested was that everybody should publish something 10 minutes a day, every day, just talk about random things and just publish it. There was some kind of app that they can publish it to a podcast, and basically nobody would see it because it goes someplace, and it's just good at getting into the routine and consistency of creating content, and not judging it or anything. So with that, I'm going to change the format of these videos that I'm already making. Instead of doing that podcast, I'm just going to build on the videos that I'm already making and just talk for about 10 minutes every day. Thoughts, feelings, ideas, and just talk about different things. So what I was thinking today, so this will be the first day of that 280. I've been doing that. I've been telling you what I've done in the last day and telling you what I've been grateful for. And that too, I like a lot of times, like I'll make the video and I'll struggle to think about, who I feel grateful, because sometimes it's the same people. So I'm changing this up a bit. So I'll tell you today, I feel grateful that my wife went with me, helped me with a big box full of books. She helped me carry it in to the UPS store. Then we went shopping, and then we spent time together. So I'm very grateful for her support. So that's for my gratitude. So another thing that I'm thinking about today is about the political discourse in our country. And it's very upsetting to me because I think that we really are getting into a lot of trouble. There's a lot of, on both sides, are trying to prosecute each other. They don't agree with each other's opinions. So when you don't agree with somebody else, what they're saying, used to be, when I was a younger man, that you could agree to disagree, that we could have these deeply held beliefs, but then we could just work beyond that. We can just okay, you believe what you believe, I believe what I believe, and then we can go ahead and just move beyond that. Well, now it's really taken a turn for the worse. That people are so entrenched and becoming so tribalized, if that's the right word to use. But it's such a tribal mentality that we want to prosecute the people. We want to label people we don't agree with as racists or sexist or bigots or homophobics, or we want to say that they are criminals. If you think anything wrong, if you think anything, you're a denier. You're either a climate denier, or you are a person who is not living in reality. That you're a science denier, or you don't support people's rights, individual rights. You don't support women or minorities. So it's very upsetting. As a person who served in the military for 20 years and the State Department for 10 years, to see my country come up like this, like, oh, wow, if I have a difference of opinion and the majority of people agree with this other party, then, minority party can be prosecuted, or they could be, they could just come up with some kind of process crime, or then label them as some kind of, put some kind of label or stigma on them. And it's very, very upsetting. My coach that I have for professional development says that this is trauma-based mind control. And I can't help to think, look, I have to continue to work and, it is what it is. It's very, very sad. It's very, very upsetting. But at the same time, is that life is not fair. It never will be fair. There's nothing anybody can do to ever make life fair. It's by that way by design. And we can't control all these things that go on. We can't control, like, a person who I supported is facing criminal charges. Can't control these different things, but can control my responses to them. So what they taught us, like in the military, is like if you're coming under attack, the thing you want to do is get off the X. Don't be there. Don't put yourself in a position where you can be exploited. You keep your head down. You take care of your family. You worry about the things that are within your reach to worry about. So that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that that's what we all need to do. We all need to focus and worry about the things that we can control, and the things that are not in our control. Just gotta let those things go. And another doctor that doctor friend that I have, psychologist, he says that at any given time there's people doing every moment of every day. There's billions of people living their lives, and there's some people in some places that are doing outrageous things to other people. Just hellacious, terrible things going on in the background. And then there's also at the same time, there's also good people doing extraordinary things. Some of them we know about. Some of them will never be known. But there's people who are also doing a world of good for many people. And then a lot of people fall somewhere in the mid, and most people fall in that middle spectrum, where they're just living their lives, just living from moment to moment, day to day. And you can't focus on the terrible people doing terrible things. You can't go down that route. It's like worrying about crime or anything. It's possible, but it's possible that you board a plane and the plane crashes. It's possible you get in the car and you get into a car accident, and and there's a fatality. But you don't worry about that because you have to get from point A to point B. And we don't think about we get into the car. We don't. Most people don't think about the worst case scenario. That's what I've always said. Like, what's the worst case scenario? What could happen? What if they were to come and show up at my door, and what would I say? What would I do? You can't think like that. You should always be prepared. Absolutely, be prepared and know what to do, but let go. Just focus on the good things. Focus on improving yourself and getting to the next level, and not focus on these other things that I can't control, you can't control. You just have to put that in the higher power's hands and let the higher power take care of that, and let you take care of you. But there's plenty of things that you can take care of right now that will help you and your family. And even if everything works itself out with these bigger issues, you still, at the end of the day, have to take care of yourself. And I had a lot of, before I retired from the State Department, I had a lot of bad things happen, and bad things happened to me, and I contributed to some of those bad things by not being prepared for it. I put myself in a situation where I wasn't financially prepared to deal with an emergency situation, right? Most people these days are like, $400. They can't afford a $400 emergency. And, those things are common. And it's like, if you don't, you're talking about worrying about some person, some political figure, or you're willing to be a rebel with a cause and this and that, but you're not focused on taking care of the rainy day. Instead of worrying about the news and obsessing about things that you can't control, why not simply focus on being the best version of you, and doing the things that you can control. You can make some extra money. You can go out and take care of the things that that are within your purview to take care of. And that's what I think that you should do. That's what I need to do. So that's it for day 280. I hope you like the new format. Again, it's very helpful for me just to create the content. The consistency of making the content is what's most important. So thanks very much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. I will talk to you tomorrow.